Hi everyone and welcome. Last night I didn't get very much sleep. I really did not feel like getting out of bed this morning, but needs must. I have a couple of Zoom meetings to do throughout the day today, and then I'm bobbing out with the kids and my dad a little bit later on to do some shopping. So I feel the need to spruce myself up, but I don't really want to spend half an hour on doing my face. So I just want to make myself look a little bit more alive and a little bit more awake. These are the makeup products that I gravitate towards when I'm either in a serious rush or when I just can't be bothered. So if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name's Gemma. I upload new videos here on YouTube every single week. I'm also on Instagram if you fancy checking me out over there. And I'd really appreciate it if after this video you found it helpful or entertaining, you consider clicking on that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Okay, so before I get started, I just want to thank Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video today. If you've never heard of Ana Luisa before, they are an online jewelry retailer and they have some stunning pieces on their website. At the moment, they also have a sale on up to 40% off their entire collection. So I will link their website in the description box below if you want to go and check that out. I'm wearing some of their pieces today, and because I'm doing more of a natural, no makeup, glowy skinned look today, I thought I would pick pieces that were very delicate, very understated, but seriously beautiful. So I've gone for these earrings here, which are so beautiful. I got these around about 2.5 weeks ago and they've been in my ears ever since. I've even slept in these, so they are super comfortable. And I've also gone for this beautiful chain and pendant with a square little diamond in the end. And my mum has her eye on this. Of course she does. Anyway, stunning pieces. Definitely check out their website if you want to grab a bargain. Okay, so I do need to start applying makeup at some point in this video. The time is now. I'm going to go in with some concealer. I've always thought that the key to any no makeup look is to wear as little makeup as physically possible. And to do that, I always use my backwards technique. I've done a full video on the backwards technique. I will link it up here for you if you've never seen me do that before. But basically, you are covering up any flaws, any discoloration first, and that will trick you into not applying too much of everything else a little bit later on because your skin will look far more perfected. So I'm just going to go in with a bit of concealer and cover over anything that I feel needs covering. So I'm going to go in here, cover over a couple of those spots there. I've got one here. Any imperfections, any discoloration gets covered straight away. So the concealer that I'm using today is my Lancome All Over Concealer. I swear by this concealer. It has that spandex quality to the formula, so it just doesn't crease on me. So when I'm doing my under eyes with a full face of makeup, I tend to mix this with another concealer to give it a little bit more welly, a bit more coverage. But when I'm doing a no makeup, I don't think skin should look flawless and perfect. It just doesn't look natural. So I'm not going to mix it with anything else today. So once I've covered over any blemishes, any discoloration, I am going to apply a little bit underneath my eyes and make sure that my under eye circles are also covered. Once I've got that in place though, I'm going to shear that out a little bit with a damp blending sponge just to make sure that it's blended into my bare skin perfectly. So once I've gone in with one layer of my concealer, I'm once again going to inspect my face. I could do with a little bit more coverage underneath my eyes, so I'm going to go in with a tiny bit more concealer just on those darker areas. And then I'm going to put a dot in the center of my forehead, down my nose, one on my cheek, and one on my chin, because I do get quite a bit of discoloration on my chin area. And then I'm going to take a damp blending sponge and really blend that out. So I'm using my concealer as a foundation. And I'm starting from the center of the face and I'm really working that out. So once I've done that, and that literally took me 1 minute of my time, I'm going to take my NYX micro brow pencil. I'm just going to outline my brows and just fill in slightly. And when I say slightly, I really do mean slightly. I am not spending any time really taking care over my brows, just dusting over really lightly. I'm then going to take my Bomb Brows Full and Fluffy from Huda Beauty in the shade 2 Neutral Blonde, and just rub that through my brows to fill in a little bit more, to make my brows look a bit fuller, to make them look fluffier. This also has some hold to it as well and makes your brows look a lot more natural than if you were to just fill them in and leave them. And it's super quick to apply. I'm then going to pop a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder on my eyelids just to make sure that any mascara that I put on doesn't transfer, doesn't bleed. And I'm setting the concealer that I put on my eyelids also in place. Then I'm going to pop a little bit of my Push Up Lashes mascara from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm not going to go to town on this, just a lick of mascara because I want it to still look natural, so I don't want extremely full voluminous lashes. I just want to give them a little bit of colour and length. I'm also going to put the tiniest bit just on those outer lower lashes. I'm not going all the way underneath my lash line. Just on those out portions, just to give that eye a little bit of a lift. I'm going to pop a little bit of lip liner on. This is the NYX lip liner in the shade Natural. Then I'm going to top that off using one of my Ultraviolet Sheen Screen lip balms. I've got these in 3 different shades. They come in a little bit of a set. I do think that you can buy these individually though. I have the shade Flamingo, Peach and Dusk. This one over here is Flamingo, Peach, and then Dusk. I think I'm going to use Dusk today, which is this one. It's got an applicator tube that's a bit of a squeezy end, like you see in a lot of lip balms where the product comes out of the end and then you can spread it on the lips. It's a lovely colour, and the bonus about this is that it's an SPF, so there's an SPF of 50 in here, and I am a stickler for putting SPF all over my face, but it wears off your lips really, really quickly, so it's imperative that you have something to protect your lips. How gorgeous is that? And the final product that I'm going to be using on my skin today, this is so quick and easy to apply and it is divine. These are brand new from Chanel and they are the lip and cheek balms. These are the products that's going to lift this look to the next level. These are going to create a beautiful, dewy, girly, youthful glow to the skin. I am not going to lie, I did not think I was going to like these when I first swatched them in store last week, but I have not had these off my skin since I bought them and really got to grips with them. Anything usually that is lip and cheek tends to be a little bit sticky on the cheek when you use it as a blush, and I cannot abide that. So when I first swatched these, and I will show you the shades that I've got Healthy Pink, which is the lighter of the two, and then Vital Beige, which is number 3, which is the darker of the two, and they blend out beautifully on the skin. Really easy, really quick, very simple to apply. So these were slightly sticky when I first swatched them. In fact, this bit here that is still quite chunky, that's not been blended, it's still got a lot of tackiness to the surface. But once you blend it out, once it's soaked into the skin, no tackiness anymore. I mean, there is a slight little bit of tackiness, but it's not sticky. It's not that sort of stickiness where if you go out with your hair down and there's a gust of wind, the hair is going to stick to your face. I just would not be able to wear these if that was the case, but Chanel have outdone themselves. These are beautiful. So this is what's inside the pot, and as you can see, I've had to dig my nail into this to gouge a little bit out to do those swatches for you. Usually I put a brush within the pot to apply these to my cheeks, but they are the perfect size pot to shove in your handbag to just touch up as the day goes on. Having said that, these are quite long lasting. I would say 8 hours before I'm having to touch this up. And considering this is a balm consistency, that's actually quite impressive. These are also from the Chanel No. 1 collection, and that specific collection doesn't have any animal-derived products in there at all and hasn't been tested on animals and also won't be sold in China. Also, I have been told. So, like I said, I prefer to apply this with a brush because the product is quite deep down in the dish, so I have nails. I don't like to get things underneath my nails. I find it a little icky. So I find the perfect brush, which is the perfect size, is the Refa 17 brush. And I just like to dab in and then dab straight on the cheek. Now, do not be afraid of the darker shade because it blends out beautifully. If you have fair skin like mine, you will definitely be able to get away with both of these shades and probably several of the other shades as well. But these are the only two that I bought because, you know, my credit card was crying by the time I left Boots. Because I'm doing a more natural look today, I think I'm going to go for the healthy pink. If I had more makeup on, I would probably go for Vital Beige. So I'm just dipping the brush in the product and then dabbing it on the cheek where I want it. And then I will just keep stippling on the cheek to blend it out. These are so nice. They just add that dewiness to the cheek, which I think is so flattering. You can apply these with a full face of makeup and have everything else really quite matte, and then have that hint of dewiness and luminescence to the cheek. So lovely. Now, because these are part of the Chanel No. 1 collection, they also have that beautiful red camellia flower extract within the formula. So this is also really hydrating and nourishing on the cheeks as well as the lips. And look at that. That is the finished look. You cannot argue how beautiful the skin looks with that Chanel blush on there. You don't need highlighter when you've got this on. Not that it is shimmery in any way. There is no shimmer to these, but it does have that level of dewiness that gives you the effect of also having a little bit of highlighter on the tops of those cheekbones. So yeah, I absolutely adore it. It is my new go-to. I love it. So 8 products, 5-minute makeup, out the door. Really simple, quick, easy, natural, fresh, and glowy. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out the Ana Luisa sale by clicking on the link in the description box. Also, let me know what you thought about this video. Do you like the minimalistic look, or do you prefer a little bit more zhuzh in your makeup routine? Do let me know. Hope to see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.